and then we could dive right into it. Go live. All right. I haven't made a video or uploaded a video in probably what, 2 days now. You know, we were busy for the weekend. So I haven't uploaded a video. I haven't talked about anything. I think I've chatted with a couple of people. Jordy, you are first. Thank you for being here. How you doing? But yeah, it was pretty busy all weekend. I wanted to upload some videos, but all I could do was Saturday, I believe. Sunday and Monday, couldn't do it. Come on, millionaires. That's the plan. That is the plan. Obviously, you can make as much money as you want to make, and it's always great to be able to see. It's not make as much money as you want to make, but make as much money as you want to accept, because you know you're going to hit certain levels, and some people may make a lot more money than you. Some people may make a lot less money than you, and it's just all about timing. Really, it's all about timing. I understand where you're coming from. It's kind of unbelievable to see that somebody can make millions of dollars from thousands, but to see somebody make billions from thousands, it's definitely not easy, but it's definitely possible to make millions from thousands, and also to make hundreds of thousands from thousands of dollars. So yes, it could happen. Good. Hey, bro. Good morning. Yo from Holland and the Netherlands. Thank you for watching. Shib to the moon. Rocket. Yes. So many rockets there. Uncle Matt is back. Well, thank you for watching. What is this star that I see here? What's this? You got a couple of stars here. Is that the new symbol for how long you've been here? I didn't change that. Maybe YouTube did. Just purchased a 3090 big investment. Interesting. Good morning, Matt. What's up? And dive. What? Good morning. I enjoy your channel. Thanks for all the info. No problem. Thank you for being here. I mean, without you guys, there's no me. So I really appreciate all of you guys here. And anybody that says kind words like that. You know, I appreciate it. I'm up to 155 million SHIB. Goal is 200 million. Yeah, again, I think I hit my goal twice, going for 200 then 300. Obviously now I have a goal, if I can get it lower or low enough, to 500 million. A half a billion would be great, or $1 billion would be great. I don't like to completely go all in, even though I say I go all in. I go all in with the cash that I have. I don't go on it all in with the cash that I want to invest. Does that make sense? So if I have $1,000 to invest for that month, I went all in for that month, and I put it in Shiba Inu, or I put it in whatever position. My most recent purchase was Algorand, you know, and buying that, and that increased a little bit, but still, that was my most recent purchase, just gaining an APY over in Coinbase, but we will get into that in a little bit. We have 184 people here, guys. If you could hit the like button, please do so. Good morning, bro. Good morning, peeps. Crow fam. Yes. Hi, Matt. Have you checked out UST? I said it was leading LUNC over a week, and it's still leading. So again, I think it is leading in the price action. So that's always great, but it can't lead like directly. The reason why it can't is because it needs support from LUNC in order to survive. Right now, it's just traded as a regular cryptocurrency. And yes, that can be sustainable, and we can see a regular cryptocurrency run depending on how much volume goes into it, and we can see it really hit crazy numbers. But for it to get up to a point to where it's like a $10 billion market cap, which would be $1, because they have a circulating supply of about 10 billion, that's where you would have to have something to keep it stable. However, if you're looking for it just to be a regular cryptocurrency, it's a different story. You don't need anything to be stable, but you do need a use case behind it. So it goes from being a stable coin to a not so stable coin. And instead of Terra Luna Classic having 10 billion supply, now obviously USTC has the 10 billion supply, but that's great. That's fantastic. I don't know what it's at. Let me bring up my screen so you guys don't just look at me. You don't want to just look at me. Here's LUNC. Let's bring up USTC. See? And yeah, currently, it's down 11%, but you're seeing it up to 5 or 6 cents. The high point, we've seen it up to about 7 cents. And if we look at over the last, let's say, month, we can see the high point was 8 cents, about 9 cents or so. So, yeah, it's definitely functioning and moving like a regular cryptocurrency rather than being a stable coin, because it's not, that algorithm is not pinned. That makes sense. Terra Rebels to take over Shib. I mean, if they can, that would be great. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Good day. I did that perk for a month. Well, thank you. I don't know what perk. Good morning, all. CRO and LUNC are my main... Wait, SHIB, CRO, and LUNC are my main 3 cryptos I'm topping up on right now. That's great to hear. You always should be able to diversify outside of that, because these are more... risky and long-term plays. So CRO is probably more of a long-term play here. Shiba Inu, obviously a long-term play for that to completely play out how we want. LUNC can happen anytime soon. Like, we can have that happen in the next 90 days if we wanted to, depending how much volume we have. So, and depending, obviously, when things get fully implemented. We've seen exchanges that are jumping the gun and adding this 1.2% burn, but not really happening directly with, what do they call that? On chain, right? Any idea what happened to Luna over the night? Not that I know of. I mean, Luna right now is decreasing slightly. And it just all depends on timing. You're looking at the last 24-hour cutoff. If you're talking about, if there was a cutoff at 8 o'clock, it would be a different story with everything. And Luna is just down 6%. Not really any like horrible news that made it decrease, but you just see pullbacks. How many Shiba Inu do you have? I have 400 million. Like the like button. Yes, like the like button. We have 65 likes and 240 people here. That is not a good ratio. Any info on that SHIB announcement yet? No, I don't have anything. Were they supposed to make like a huge, large announcement? The only announcements that they have left, in my opinion, I mean, they could do something else that may be smaller, but Shiberium has to be launched sometime soon. And I don't know how much push you will get from that. I would imagine you'll get something until people realize that it's probably not going to benefit SHIB as much as they say it's going to benefit SHIB. I just hope they have some sort of large burn rate within it. And if they want to use bone as gas, then you could use bone as gas. You can actually pin everything together, but as long as Shiba Inu is having, some sort of burn or ability to improve in a way, that would be great. Obviously, you want to make sure, if you're a part of this ecosystem, you want to make sure your ecosystem is a part of SHIB in a big way. However, they haven't done that throughout time. So what makes me think they're going to do that now? I don't know. LUNC decreased because UST did. All right. I think, right now you can say that, yes, it's following it. But when we get to a point to where people are like, hey, is this going to pin or peg back to UST, then that's where we start seeing UST get affected by what LUNC is doing. And yes, to tell you the truth, if you think about it, in the end, UST will react to, or LUNC will react to what UST is doing, because if UST, let's say, decreases and the algorithm is set, then LUNC will have to mint coins, right? In the past, it had to mint coins, which would make LUNC react to UST. So I guess in a way you are right. You're sure that there are a lot. Wait. You're sure that they is a lot gonna change with Terra Luna and Shib, like a big grow, or do we see small amounts, or do we see small? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm like that sentence is just not sitting well with me, and it may just be me because I'm seeing words in different spots, but I don't know. So are we gonna see a lot of change? That's the way that I'm interpreting it. Are we going to see a lot of change within Shiba and Terra? I think yes. You'll see a lot of utility that's added in Terra Classic. You'll see maybe some changes that are happening with, I hope that the 1.2% burn gets implemented everywhere. And that would be fantastic. But you can see changes that are going to happen. You can see anything that happens, right? They have proposals that can be pushed through. Obviously, we're looking to see more burn off. With Shiba Inu, there's a ton that change pretty much every month. You always see something that's being added on, whether it's going to help out Shiba Inu or not. You have this ecosystem that's building all of these different things that's good news for Shib or good news for Shib, but ends up being nothing really for Shib. I hold 7 million Luna Classic and 100 million Shib. That's good. It's good. You're not risking too much, and you still give yourself a chance to make quite a bit. Having too much Shiba Inu could actually mean you don't make as much money. If you know why, you know why. Having too much Shiba Inu could actually mean you don't make as much money. I don't know. I don't know why. We had 100 likes, 335 people here, 336 people here. I want to say thank you guys for showing up today. Guys, I didn't upload for 2 days. I didn't stream for 2 days. I understand it was a holiday. You understand it was a holiday. But I appreciate you guys coming back and, talking to me, having a conversation, finding out what's going on in the world. And getting my opinion on some of these plays, getting my opinion on Luna Classic, on, Shiba Inu, on, USTC, on Terra 2.0, whatever we're talking about, right? Let's look at Shib, because I haven't looked at Shib in a little bit. So Shib is slightly up, but again, it's all based on this 24-hour cutoff. Once we get to this point where we are at the high point here, we're going to see it, be negative. And, that's at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock at night, things turned over, and we saw it start to dive down a little bit. But currently standing at a $5.6 billion market cap. That's still good. Is the algo still working between UST and LUNC? No. So it's not on. That's not something that nothing's being minted through LUNC from what we understand. And nothing is being bought back for UST or USTC. So the algorithm is not a thing right now. However, it could be a thing in the future if things start to go back to normal. I wouldn't like if it was, because that's where you start minting more coins in order to get UST back to its original state, and that's going to take a lot in order to do that, especially if we're only looking to get LUNC down to 10 billion supply. If LUNC goes down to less than 1 billion supply, then it's definitely possible, but 10 billion supply is not possible. And I can't say it's not possible, it's just not likely. Will LUNC go up fast, or will it be a slow climb? It all depends. I think we will see some fast movement, because once people realize how much they can burn and the daily amount that's being burned through the 1.2% and the utility behind it and all that, they're going to start to realize this can definitely move quite a bit, and I could set myself up really well with a small amount of money. So they're going to start to move into it, and you're going to see a lot of hype and a lot of push, a lot of volume, which also will create more of a burn, which again will just be a revolving circle of burning. And I think things will move pretty fast. That's why I'm looking at, what we can burn at the 1.2%. And as the volume goes up, we burn more dollars. But as the price goes up, we burn less LUNC. So it's definitely a tough situation. But I do believe that things will continue to rise because of that circle effect. Like things will just continue. It's the circle of life, right? Things will continue to increase based on the amount that's being burned and based on the volume that's going up. Temptation to cash out. I don't know. So people will have a lot of temptation to cash out. I don't know where we're going with that, but that's why it's always great to take out a little bit. I've been an advocate for this is, taking out a little bit of your position. So like if I go into my potential spreadsheet and you go into Terra, you go over here, I've been saying, hey, you know what? It makes sense for you to take out a little bit along the way. And when you see it at 1 cent, it's at $200,000. Why not take out a little bit? You have 20 million. Why not take out 3 million or whatever you want to take out? Why? Because it sits well with you, right? You have 30 million or 30,000 that you're able to take out off of a $2,000 investment or whatever you did invest if it was prior to this. And you're able to capture $30,000. That's way more than what you put in. You're happy with it. You're able to hold on to the other 17 million, even though it may have cost you $3 million when you get up to here, which sounds like a lot. You are more likely to hold on because once it gets to a point to where you're like, all right, it's worth $1.7 million. You're like, I've never seen that much money in one spot. So then you end up taking out all of it. And which is okay. I mean, you're still making $1.7 million. However, you're giving up so much more opportunity by selling everything at that point. And what you could do is some people would take it and where they would go, all right, this is worth $2 million at 10 cents. So they're like, all right, I'm going to take, basically all of it, but I'm going to leave some in there. So you take 18 million coins. Some people will do that and they take 1.8 million. That lets them be happy for a while. It's still at 400,000. So then when it grows again and it gets to $1, it's worth another 2 million. And then maybe they take that 2 million or they just take 1 million of it. Right, and then leave another 1 million in there for future growth as well. So total, you pocketed 2.8 million, and it's not being super greedy. You're not being greedy at all. You're just accepting when it does get to 1 million, and then you're bringing it back down to a lower amount, less than 1 million, and now you're sitting on a lesser coin or a lesser amount of coins, but you still have potential chance to grow that to something a lot bigger. So you're still sitting on 1 million that could be worth 10 million. You're still sitting on 1 million that could be worth 25 million. So it just all depends what you want to do. You could take 1.8, you can take 1 million, you could take 400,000. But the point is that I don't think people should be greedy. Temptation is strong. So I always look at it and say, all right, well, I'm going to take a certain amount at certain points. It just makes sense to do it that way, So you're not giving up a lot of your gains. You're able to capture your gains, and then you can put that somewhere else. Dan, LUNC staking is planned for Q3, Q4 of this year. When this is enabled, that will improve the price. With the burn tax, Binance is taking its sweet time for no reason. Coinen has implemented the tax. Why hasn't Binance? Yeah, I don't know. Binance seems to be trying to take everything in and see exactly what's happening in the community, what we support in whole, and what would benefit them the best, to the best of their ability, right? What would benefit their pockets, their bottom line, and that's understandable. I mean, obviously, if Binance is separate, it makes sense. They're trying to benefit their bottom line and do something big for the community. But yeah, I think when staking is enabled, it will improve the price. You look at any position that has large staking benefits to it, And just holding the position gives you a lot of value, gives you a lot of strength. You have a lot of people that are holding it for 100 plus days, 200 plus days, gaining a passive income. That means a lot, especially to somebody like me. You know, I'm gaining a passive income from it. I'll take it. But yeah, I think you're right. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Let's see. I'm way behind. Just curious and want to know your thoughts. Why do coins that place like 200 or 300 in coin market cap can rally 30, 40, or 50% in a matter of minutes to an hour, but CRO has a hard time getting past 12 cents. So the problem is that you're looking at something that has a higher market cap. The higher the market cap, the more difficult it is to move, right? Unless you're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, their market cap moves pretty heavily, but if you're talking about percentage wise, it really doesn't move that much, right? The ones that are lower on the list, the reason why they are lower is because they are a lower market cap, meaning higher potential, meaning more of a percentage that can move. So the lower on the list that can move, or the lower on the list that is by market cap, you're seeing the max potential of where it can get. So say if, let's go here, let's go to, I don't know, Kryll coin, right? Kryll coin can sit at a $28 million market cap. That leaves it really low on the list at a $28 million market cap. Now, if it grows to, let's say, $2, right, you're seeing it at a $60 or $70 million market cap. That's basically nothing. If it grows to $5, $190 million market cap. That's still not even, 1% of where Bitcoin is or anything like that, right? You're seeing it at a very, very low price. Very, very low price and a very low market cap. So when you see that, you have a higher potential to double, triple, quadruple from $1 to $5 is a 5x return. That's 500%. So a lot of the lower tiered coins can definitely do that just because they have a lower market cap, higher potential. All you need is a decent amount of volume and then everything gets pushed up 50% or so. Has Shiba Inu announced that Red Bull will be used as payment? It just seems that they are announcing new achievements that don't actually exist. What about Turkey adopting SHIB? So I haven't heard anything about that last one yet. But have they announced that Red Bull will use SHIB as payment? I haven't seen anything on that. But yeah, it just seems that they are announcing new achievements that don't actually exist. Yeah, sort of like what I guess Litecoin did with Walmart. Right? You think about that, and it's like, oh well, are you just announcing things? Wait for the companies to come out and say, no, we're not doing that. But I don't know. It's just tough to say what their actual goal is, because to tell you the truth, if their goal was just to improve the positions that they are holding or that they are building, I mean, why wouldn't they just come out and say that? Why wouldn't they just come out and say, we support SHIB, but we're looking to build, this ecosystem that doesn't support Shiba Inu at all, right? Because to tell you the truth, anything that happens like that, where Red Bull is using SHIB as payment, that's not happening because of the ecosystem. That's happening because of the company wants to back or include a cryptocurrency that is very popular. AMC didn't add Shiba Inu to their list because the ecosystem there said, hey, you know what? You should add Shiba Inu to the list. No, it was the community, the AMC community, that said you should add Shiba Inu, Doge, and all these positions to your company. That's not happening because of with Satoshi and all of the different breeds that are there. That's not happening because of it, right? They don't care a rat's ass about SHIB, in my opinion. I got to go and look at this super chat. I missed one. Good morning. What are your thoughts on Voyager situation? Will they get bailed out or will we lose our money? Couldn't cash out in time. So I don't think you'll lose your money, but there's definitely a chance. I'm not going to say that you will not, like you'll never lose your money, because anything could happen. Like, you've seen horrible situations happen. You've seen Enron happen. We've seen a lot of different things happen. So I won't say that it would not take place, but I don't think you will. I think, they're obviously doing this just like banks would do this, right? If they're using money towards like different positions to gain a percentage to pay staking requirements or whatever, they're not going to just completely take your money. Now, I may be wrong here, and there's always a chance that something like this could happen, but I would say it's less likely to happen. I think they're doing this really to protect everything, and they're not close to it. They just don't want to get close to it, right? So if a bank feels like there's too many people coming in and taking out their money, and I don't want to kind of pin the two together, but if a bank comes or a bunch of people come in and say, I want to take out a lot of their money, and they feel like there's too many people, they'll find a way to shut that down. They'll close the bank. They will stop withdrawals. And yes, it will cause chaos, but you know what? It'll make it a little bit more difficult for them to just pull out everything. And you'll see one person be able to withdraw a little bit, or you'll have a certain amount that you're able to withdraw, or you can't withdraw anything, right? They're trying to get away from having that idea of, kind of everything crashing or getting close to crashing. They're probably not even close. It's just they don't want to get close, and I feel their pain. It's like me, paying my bills. Like, I want to pay all my bills, and I want to have free income in between, and to know that I have wiggle room to buy something else, or I have wiggle room to add money to my mortgage, or I have wiggle room for something else. But if I get way too close to living paycheck to paycheck, that's where I start to get nervous, and I try and cut some things back so that I don't get that close. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Oh, Red Bull accepts SHIB, and if any company accepts any crypto, it will be only BTC. I don't think that's true. You see companies accepting Shiba Inu and Dogecoin and Litecoin. Is it possible for Terra rebels to introduce a 1.2 burn tax on chain without cooperating with? I don't know the answer to that. I would say no. I think you need to go through the entire process in order to do it. So, no. Sell my 50 million Doge. Wait, sell my 50 million Doge on 0.000001 will not happen in LUNC though. Wait, what are we talking about here? You had 50 million Doge? That's a lot of Doge. Don't buy wrap LUNC. Do you think that once Luna Classic gets these taxes in place, it could climb back to its highs? I don't think it'll climb back to 120. I mean, it'll take a lot, because the 1.2 burn is supposed to go until 10 billion. So going until 10 billion, really, you're expecting single digits until you see something else that gets implemented to burn it more. But I don't know if that will happen, and if like the exchanges will continue to implement the 1.2 burn outside of just the chain implementing it. But if you're going to 1 billion, you think about it, you see let's scroll down here, you see where it could get to 10 billion supply at $1. It would be a $10 billion market cap. So really, you would be pushing for $100 billion for a $10 price. So can it get back to $120? I would say no, and I wouldn't think about that at this point. I would be thinking about it getting back to solid numbers like a penny, or like 10 cents, or like 25 cents, or anything like that, because it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a journey to get to from like $1 up to $5 and $20 and $30. And there's going to be a couple of things that have to be implemented in order to see that happen. And most people will find a way to get greedy and ask for that to happen. I don't care about that happening, right? If it gets to $1, obviously there's going to be a lot of millionaires that are made. There's going to be a lot of thousandaires or hundreds of thousands of dollars that are made, right? From this. And I'm okay with that. I'm not a person that sits here and gets greedy and wants, and no offense, I'm not saying that you are, but I'm not a person that gets greedy and looks for $120 and have 1 million coins there and have $120 million. Now, if I can get that, I will be happy, because then I can, you know, put that elsewhere and not ever have to worry about really spending money or spending too much money again, because there will be a lot of passive income situations. Obviously, there's going to be issues to where people spend above their means, but not for me. So yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to get to that level, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's never going to happen, but I wouldn't focus on that. I would focus on the lower figures and getting us to a reasonable spot. Where can we survive at a 10 billion supply? Can we survive at a $10 billion market cap? Can we survive at a $5 billion market cap? What's going to be the use case when these taxes get fully implemented and we see everything get burned off? There may be a stronger use case behind it, right? So we have to look at all that information, and then we can say what it will be worth. Guys, we have 537 people here, 190 likes. And yeah, I would appreciate if you guys hit the like button and get it up to 250. That's the goal for the next 15 minutes. 250 likes. Shib so relatable or reliable. Hey Matt, just wanted to say thank you. New to crypto, and you have helped me a lot. Keep up the great work. Thank you for saying that, Kyle. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. You know, if I'm helping people, that's my goal here, is to help people. And obviously to, you know, this is my 9 to 5, but it is to help people understand at least something about crypto. Do I know everything? No, I don't. There are a lot of people out there that know a ton more than I do, and they make a lot of money doing so. I have had success, and I continue to have success within the crypto market. So I'm trying to teach anything that I have learned over time. And the funny thing is, I'm learning a lot from you guys as well. It's not just you, me teaching you, it's you teaching me. You know, there's a lot of new things that I learn from these live streams that I absolutely love. This is why you see a lot of questions for my videos that come from these live streams, because I learn a lot from them. You know, I ask a lot of questions, or I ask questions to you guys, you ask questions to me, and it's a great thing to understand. So you ask me a question that I don't know, I'll go and try and find it out. And if it's a good question to create a video, I will do that. So thank you, Kyle. In your opinion, Luna and Shib the only coins that can make you wealthy? No, absolutely not. There are a ton of coins out here that can make you wealthy, especially in these down markets. There are a ton of coins that have the potential to make you wealthy. Even if you look at, you know, the top 25 and say XRP can make you a decent amount, can make you, a 3x return or something like that, a 5x return. Some people believe this is going to be the biggest thing, right? Everybody has their own coin that they're a part of that they believe is going to be number one in crypto by market cap. Cardano can make you a lot. Solana can definitely make you a lot. Passive income wise for Cardano, you can see, let's see, Polygon, that'll probably make you a decent amount, right? A lot of things when we see a bull run have the potential to make you so much. You know, I think Cronos will be big. Cronos will be huge. Obviously, you look at the ones, I keep saying obviously, but you look at the ones that are less than 1 cent, and those are the ones that you look for the most potential to make you millions of dollars, like guaranteed or something. That's where you're looking for those. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen where you make $1 million, because it depends on when you sell, when you get out, and what you see in the position. But yeah, I think there's a ton of opportunity in the crypto market, and it's not just Shiba Inu, it's not just LUNC, it's not just CRO. It can be a lot of positions. Cosmos is at a great position. I don't think it'll make you millions, but it will make you something, right? At $8, Cosmos was recently at $46. So if you can invest a decent amount in there, you can, get that 3x, 4x return, 5x return from that, from $10 to $50. So yeah. ApeCoin as well. Whatever you feel like has potential could definitely have a ton of potential, and you need to do a lot of research behind it, because if you search for, let's say ApeCoin news, a lot of times you're going to get positive ApeCoin news. You're going to get news that you want to look for rather than news that's just out there. So you need to make sure you do research on everything to see what's happening in that position. I'm going to skip. I'm sorry. I have to keep doing that. I got 350 million SHIB and 10 million LUNC. You think I'm set? I think that's a good place to be. I have 400 million LUNC, it's not 400 million LUNC. I have 400 million SHIB and 20 million LUNC. So yeah, I think that's a great place. You're basically very close to where I am. Do you hold any Tectonic? I do not. I do not hold Tectonic. I don't think it's a bad position. I just don't like the holder situation. Most of the supply is in like the top 8 wallets. I need to load my SHIB this afternoon. Buy and hold. That seems to be the strategy for a lot of people. And it's a good strategy. I mean, depending on what you're buying and holding, there's some positions to where if you hold it, you're getting diluted. So be careful with that. ADA, baby. Yeah. LUNC, SHIB, H-bar will make you wealthy. I don't know about H-bar, but maybe. I mean, everybody has their position that they feel is going to make some moves. I haven't invested in H-bar, but I've heard some things about it. So, man, what are you talking about? Mana, ADA, Sand, Gala, Tron. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think a coin? What do you think a coin 98? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you were saying, what do you think of coin 98? It's currently at 48 cents. You're seeing 19% of the total supply that's out there, which the total supply is 1 billion. You're seeing 180 million. That's a lot of dilution that's left. You do have $88 million market cap with $24 million in volume, which is a good amount of volume that you could see in this. A lot of exchanges that offer it. So 61 exchanges that do offer it. That's good. That's a lot of traction. However, you're not seeing enough volume for the amount of exchanges that do offer it there. That being said, I believe that CRO doesn't really get that much volume either, and that's because it has a large staking position. A lot of people stake it and a lot of people hold it. They hold it for a very, very long time. You have only 1,223 holders that are holding this position. It looks like Binance holds 76% of it. Why do they need 76%? Another wallet holds 7%. And then Binance holds another 3.6%. So technically they're holding about 80% of the overall supply. That's not good. Well, I don't believe it's good. And you have one wallet that holds 7%, and that's 1.7 million. So I don't know if I would look at this as the most positive thing. I don't want anything, whether they're exchange or whatever, to hold 70+%. That's something that I don't like. Sorry for the coughs. But yeah, maybe they're holding a certain amount for staking purposes. I really don't know the detail behind it. But 19% of the supply is out there, which creates a lot of dilution. Volume is up by 41%, which is good. Let's see the history. History has really been nothing but downhill from August 2021, right after it was really launched, increased up to $6 and then decreased very, very slowly. It's not like it decreased rapidly and then, had more of a consolidation and then decreased slowly over time. If we look at the market cap, we haven't seen much dilution over time, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it's been falling ever since, and now it's at like 40 something cents. Yes, you could potentially see increases, but it would be more of a risk than anything, just because you're playing it without knowing too much about it, right? And maybe you do know a lot about it, but there are my thoughts on Coin 98. Poly for sure, yeah. Hit the like button. We did get over 250 likes, so thank you guys. Next goal is 350 likes. We are very close to 300, so let's go 350 in the next. Oh wow, it didn't even get to 8 o'clock yet. So by 8:30, let's try and get to 350 likes. I hope that can happen. Don't sleep on Doge releasing the Doge chain. I won't. I don't sleep on Doge. So I held Doge for a little bit. I did end up selling it to put it into CRO because I believe in CRO a little bit more. I just feel like right now Doge just doesn't have too much going for it, even though it is very popular and does have some support. It just doesn't have many new things, which a lot of cryptocurrencies, you're not seeing anything like really new, especially in these down markets. Buy, stake, hodl, ADA, you'll be rich, but a little whenever you can, or buy a little whenever you can. I hear you. You think BTC can reach 10K by the end of this year? There's likely going to be a further interest hike from the Fed, July and September. This will cripple the crypto market for many years to come. So in my opinion, I know a lot of people believe that we're going to see this, completely collapse to a way lower spot, 15,000, 10,000, all of that stuff, right? I understand they could have rate hikes. I understand that things may be looking horrible based on government decisions. However, I don't know. I mean, I still don't see it. I still see it as right now we dropped 75%, which is in line with how far we have dropped in previous crashes. And I understand that this is a different crash. So that's why I'm so skeptical in saying that I, believe it, 100%, because right now what I'm saying is, probably like 70% I believe in what I'm saying. And then 30% I'm still on the side of there could be a massive drop to everything. But that 70% is really strong, and it's been holding strong. We've seen it, decrease to 19,000. We've seen it increase back up to 20, 21,000. So the consolidation and where I'm seeing this, I think the consolidation is going to stay. The low points of 17.7 might be hit again, but it's going to be consolidation from what we are seeing here rather than a further decrease, because 17.7 is a 75% decrease. Previous crashes that we've seen was an 80%, 84%, 90% decrease. And that makes sense for it to fall in line, but also to decrease with the amount of holders that we have. So, or let's say increase in potential in the amount of holders. So in the beginning, you saw Bitcoin drop 90%. You had less holders in there. You had less exchanges that were out there. You had all that stuff, right? And then you start to go further. You have a little bit more exchanges, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more people, easily accessible, and it still drops 84% or 80% or something. And then the next crash that we see, it drops 80% again, right? It's kind of a trend. And now we're seeing it drop less than 80%. So 75% is definitely, if it's going to drop, it's going to drop a little bit more than where it was, maybe 15K, but I'm looking at 17.7 as a really low point, and that is the lowest point in my opinion. So I'm believing that 70%, and then 30% of that, is basically saying that this might decrease down. We might see a massive drop, and if it does break, I think things will get really bad if it does break that 17.7 mark. So it's not far away from it. It's like $2,000 away from it. So we'll see what happens, but I don't think that we will see that. I think we'll start to see we're seeing consolidation now, and we will start to see a bull run after consolidation, even though those markets may be going a different way. Because I feel like institutions, yes, have a large push or pull into cryptocurrency, but I think they have let go of a lot of their cryptocurrency positions. So they don't really have much push or pull into it now. And mainly it's around the retail investors, which there are a lot more retail investors in the crypto market today than there was around the last crash. Does that make sense? So we'll see. We will see. Hopefully things do hold up. But also if it drops down, I'm not going to be mad because I will buy more. I'm bullish on a lot of this stuff. Does each transaction need a maker or taker? If so, does that mean that every transaction generates 1.2% fees? Would that mean that we consider the volume, mean that we would consider the volume twice? No. If you're talking about like, let's say $1,000 go through and somebody's selling the position, you need somebody to buy it. So it wouldn't go through as that transaction. So yes, you would need to sell that position, but that goes through as one transaction. It's just like you, let's say, moving money from one wallet to the other. You're not going to pay 2 fees for moving one wallet to the other. Yes, you have one wallet that's selling it or sending it and one wallet that's receiving it. That is the transaction. What's in between is the transaction. So, if that was the case, then everything that you would see there when you go to the store and you have to pay sales tax, you would pay sales tax twice because, you have the buyer and the seller, right? That's not how that works. At least I don't think it's how it works. So you just pay sales tax once. So no, you wouldn't have double the fees if that's where you're getting at. It's not a dumb question. It definitely makes people think. I'll tell you that. It's like, oh, well, you know what? You have a buyer and a seller. We should see 1.2% be implemented twice. Do you still believe in Zelda Inu? Yes, I still believe in Zelda Inu. I just gained 174 more Zelda Inu. I'm gaining passive income from Zelda Inu every single day. And let me go back. I got to go to L Bank. That's where my Zelda Inu is. You log in real quick. Come on. You know what I really want to move is the freaking stock market. I just want all the positions that I'm holding to grow, But obviously a lot of these positions are, low to mid cap stocks. How's that the wrong password? You're lying. So I'll tell you what, I'm not really right now the most profitable person in the stock market or the crypto market. Things have fallen down. Yes, I'm up overall from when I started there, but I also invested a lot of money into these markets. And I can say that, the crypto market from last month, or not last month, from May until now, I'm down quite a bit, down 37% from May to June, or May to July, I guess. So yeah, if I go to earn, let's go to flexible. Let's bring this over here. So yeah, if I go to flexible and I look for my project, which is still Zelda Inu giving me 27.95%, I'm gaining a decent amount from it. I have a total of 254,000 coins, which could be worth a hell of a lot more. I've gained 13,000 Zelda Inu from all of this, which if, it gets up to $1, finds a way to increase to $1, we're looking at $13,000 that I gained over that. And that's probably what I will end up taking in a like partial like revenue stream, because this is passive income that we're looking at here. So I'll take the 13,000 and pocket that at $1 and leave the other 230,000 left in there, because I do believe in Zelda Inu and I am going to continue to see that grow as time goes on. So anybody else's sound cutting in and out? I hope not. Did anyone else see the poll yesterday about if you had to invest in just one crypto, what would it be? Matic was by a massive amount the winner. It was not multiple choice. You just typed in your response. So I don't know where it came from. Is it on was it on Twitter or something? Because a lot of times it's on Twitter. It depends on what you talk about. So if you talk about Matic a lot, or you talk about Shiba Inu or LUNC a lot, you're going to get a lot of people that say LUNC or Matic or whatever. It depends who follows you. So that may be the reason why. But Matic is a great position. Don't get me wrong. Matic is a fantastic position. And I've looked into it multiple times. Right now, there's a lot of positions where I'm like, I want to buy this, but I don't want to spend any more money right now because, I just don't. And I'm putting more money towards my mortgage because I'm tired of paying so much interest. Paying way too much interest over the first 5 years of, having the house. And I feel like I probably should have put a little bit more. The crazy thing is they didn't really offer it. They didn't really offer that to me because I tried to do that. I tried to set it up and it wouldn't go through. And now that we have a new servicer, they make it easier to be able to do that. The other one, you had to go through all of this form. You had to sign this form and you couldn't do it electronically. So you had to send it in. It takes time. It takes however many business days it takes to go through the mail. And then if things are wrong, they send it back. You have to end up fixing things, or they give you like tips on what I called them like a billion times. And it's like they just didn't want you to pay more principal so that you had to pay more interest. So they make it as difficult as possible in order to do that. But this new company, literally I can do it online where I just cancel my previous payment and then add a new payment with an added principal. And it's so easy. So I love it now because now I can put a lot more. But the first 5 years or so, first 4 years, I basically had no ability to add more. And you had a certain amount that you can add. It was like $200. And now we can add as much as we want. We can literally pay $10,000 an extra a month if we wanted to, which will be probably what we do when we do have a free $10,000 now. We're going to keep the investments that we have in here. We'll probably make some more investments as time goes on, like CRO and, maybe make some in Matic and all that other stuff. But we're going to try and put a lot into the mortgage and just pay that off completely. Even though we're not going to be living here for a long time, we're going to be living here for probably like 5 more years or maybe 3 more years whenever Hayden goes into elementary school or something. 3 more years, 4 more years, something like that. And if LUNC and Shiba Inu take off, early, and we see that happen within the next 3 years, and we pocket in a cool $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, yeah, I'll probably be making my way out of here, making my way downtown, walking fast. Because then my short-term accounts now have over $1 million+ dollars. I will be putting a lot into, index funds and stuff like that. Things that I can take as a normal short-term income. Right now, my long-term accounts are for my long-term accounts. To gain money over the long term or my lifetime, so that my retirement is set. But I don't have anything. I don't have a lot in my short-term accounts, and that's what I want to build up. I'm not going to change that. Yeah, we'll see how things grow over a bull market for crypto. It should be good. We did hit 350 likes, and that's, we are 20 minutes early. I love it. I love it. If you guys want to continue to hit the like button, I guess 400 likes would be the goal next. So thank you. Do you think that LUNC will hit at least 10 cents in the next 4 to 6 months? It all depends. I don't think 4 to 6 months. I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit, and we'll hit 10 cents probably in the next year, maybe, because we still have to wait for this to fully be implemented. So in the next 4 to 6 months, it may take 2 months for this to fully be implemented. I need to sneeze. So if it's going to take some time from right now to even be implemented, we still have to wait for that to be implemented, plus the burns to happen and to see the reactions for those burns. And hopefully it's not a crazy reaction to where so many people start to buy, because if the price goes up too high, then we have an issue. If we have a lot of people that are selling when that price goes up, that'll be good as well, because you're probably going to have people that just take a 2x or 3x return and just settle on that. And they're like, this is the best thing ever, and I'm done, right? And that's good. If you have those people that invested so much money, let's say they invested $1 million and they tripled their money, that's $3 million that they can get out of it. I understand why they would take their investment, right? But if you have people like me who has a certain amount and wants to take portions as time goes on, then that could be good for it as well. Also, for the price, so that we can burn more. So we're seeing more volume that's going out and more volume that's going in at the same time. So I'm really excited to see what happens here. And thank you for saying bless me. I appreciate that. But yeah, once we see everything that gets implemented, I really can't wait to see how this runs, and how much money people start to make. So when it does, please feel free to tell me what you're doing with your positions, if you're deciding to sell at certain spots, and just tell me everything. I want to know. When do you think Shiberium will actually release? It's a good question. By the end of the year, maybe. Maybe not even that. I would say I would be hopeful if it can. What are they thinking? Like September or something? But I would say let's say before the end of the year, and then we could see some massive movement. I think right now, if Shiberium was to release, we're not seeing as much volume that's going through it, so we wouldn't see crazy hype around it. But what they want is the crazy hype, the crazy hype first, to see a lot of the to see this grow in price, SHIB grow in price, and see a lot of volume go through Bone, Leash, SHIB, all of those. And then when that does happen, there's going to be a lot of volume going through the Shiberium, so they get a lot of bone fees from it, and we end up seeing hopefully a lot of burnt if they implement something like that. Thanks for doing what you do for us, Matt. Always tuning in to hear your thoughts on what's going on. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that a lot. You've been here for a while. You've been here for a long time, and I appreciate the kind words. I really do. I see that USTC volume is down by 30%. Do you know why that is? It's like a regular cryptocurrency. It's moving like a regular cryptocurrency. People are investing like a regular cryptocurrency. It doesn't have anything that you're gaining from it by, really holding it besides increasing the price, increasing the value there. So you're doubling your price, tripling your price, something like that. But it has the same risk as any other cryptocurrency that is out there. So there's no rhyme or reason as to why it decreases by 30%. It just depends how much people are investing in on that day. With a lot of fairy dust, Shiberium will be released. Yeah. Do you hold any bone? I don't hold any bone, no. I mean, it would be, with everything that they're pitching here, it would be wise to hold like a little bit of bone to see what it is. But I don't want to support that. I really don't. And I don't care how much potential it has. There's some things where I just don't want to be a part of. Unless they're truly going to tie bone and tie all these different pieces to Shiba Inu. I really don't care about the things that they create. Oh, wow, we hit 400 likes too. 450 likes, I guess, is the next goal. Guys, you're doing amazing. You guys are doing absolutely phenomenal. This is why this is the best. You guys are the best subscribers, the best viewers, the best people out here that are watching YouTube. Because you hit the like button. I like it. Look at this. We're almost at 450 likes, and I just said it. You guys are amazing. Literally the best, the best crowd out here. I swear, you guys are amazing. Couldn't find better people. If I wanted to pick them one by one. If you guys showed me your resume, I couldn't find better people. You guys are amazing. Look at this. Almost 450 likes. Jesus, guys. You guys are the best. No, there's one person said it. And Dizzle. Kryll is an unreal trade. At minimum, jumps 8 to 10%, then dumps. Same yo-yo crypto. Yeah, I think Kryll is a really, really good trade to where you see it on my list where I have 6,000 of it. I would love to hold 10,000. I just don't want to invest more money right now. But yeah, I think Kryll is an amazing investment because once you do see it run, yes, you will see it pump a lot and you will see it dump a little bit. And you have seen it go up to 90 cents, decrease down to 40 cents. And you could take your investments. And I'm learning things as time goes on. The only thing is I just don't want to take all of my position out. So I want to wait until I collect my initial investment, and then that's where I will take a portion of it. So let's say my initial investment is $5,000. I want to wait till it gets to $5 so that I can take out $1,000 and take my initial investment, or I can wait till it gets to $3 and take out $2,000 and take out 2,000 coins and take out $6,000 at that point. So yes, I want to take out my initial investment and I want to capture on a lot of these gains, which I could have. I just haven't been playing it the best way. I want to take out my initial investment, and yeah, it's just, it hasn't gotten to a point to where it has doubled yet. You are the best. That's why I watch you. I guess you always to the best and make this circle happen or happening. Viva Bull Run, Viva Luna, and Shib. Be patient, guys, and the gains will be here, I guess. Well, thank you for the kind words. And yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Hi, please look at Gary Coin. What's Gary Coin? Know a couple people named Gary. Let's go here. Let's type this in. There's Gary Network. I don't see Gary Coin, but this is Gary Network. Hopefully that's it. 17 cents. Currently you're seeing 45, what is that, 45 million? There's a total of $1 billion. That's a lot of dilution left. You have a fully diluted market cap of 159 million, while the market cap currently is at 7.9. That's tough to take in. It went from 74 cents all the way down to 13 cents, so it's down 78%. It's not a good look at all. I don't know why it's down that much, but it's not a good look at all. If you look at over history, you see that from the start of the year, it really it really fluctuates. It really fluctuates from 30 up to 90, down to 30, up to 70, down to 13 at this point, or 17 or 15, I mean. At this point in the last 24 hours, it went from 73 down to where it is, or a low of 10 cents. So it's definitely very tough to take in. The volume, you're seeing it up 12,000%, which is very, very interesting. Let's see if we go in here and we can find how many holders there are. So apparently there's, in Gary Token, there's 728,000 holders. That's a lot. It's a lot of holders. The top address has 49%. And then you have another address that has 15%, 10%. That's not good. I don't like to see those large percentages in the top wallet. So I'll pass on this one. But yeah, there's a lot of like red flags there. Breast coin. You guys are funny. Matt, I watch your videos daily. You're the best. Thank you. No, thank you, John Parks. Thank you. Again, without you guys, there is no me on this platform. And I appreciate you guys coming through every day, asking your questions, even the things that I don't know the answer to. I appreciate you being patient with me and finding the answer. And then we can, hopefully, get you the answer that you need. Now, can you take a look at Luffy Token? I've heard about Luffy or Luffy. I don't know how to say it. I've heard about this position a little bit. And I think there's a couple of things you start to look at. Obviously, I look at the supply. I know there's a ton that is burned off. But there's 100 quadrillion coins, right? Because million, right? Billion, trillion, quadrillion, 100 quadrillion coins. The more coins, it's going to be very, very tough. Obviously, to get on other exchanges, it's going to be tough to have that many decimal points. However, you are looking at 67.7 quadrillion coins. Volume is about $2.1 million in volume. You have not really a difference between the fully diluted and current market cap, so that's good to see. $22.8 million market cap right now. Again, 2 million total volume. If we look at the markets that it's available on, you have about 15 markets that it is available on. And again, it's going to be difficult with some exchanges, having that many decimal points or that many decimal places. If we look at the overview of how things are moving for Luffy, this has been up to a way higher price than where it's at right now. And it's sort of at a low. So you can see potential for this to increase there. For Luffy, I've heard some good things about this and how much they're going to burn. They plan on burning off a decent sized percentage of the position. The only thing I worry about is, like, yes, if you burn off 70% of 100 quadrillion, you burn off 80% of 100 quadrillion, even 99% of 100 quadrillion, that still leaves 1 quadrillion left, which is 2 times the amount that Shiba Inu has. So even if you're burning off 99% of this position in total, that still leaves 1 quadrillion, which still makes it difficult with all the decimal places that it does have. So you need some massive burns to happen in order for this to get you to certain levels. However, where you're standing, where you buy it, is at so many zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hopefully that's 9. 9 zeros, that's huge. If you can find a way to burn off that throughout time, yeah, it's going to be pretty big. Right now, there's 38,000 people that are watching it, 8,000 people that are invested into it. And if you look at the holders, you have a dead wallet that holds 33%, deployer that holds 20%, one contract address that holds 12%. You do have a bigger wallet that holds about 3%. That's not too bad. Having a large open wallet that holds 3.6% is not horrible. It's not the best thing, but it's not horrible. But yeah, it's not like too many like red flags there. It is a high percentage, in the, let's take out the dead wallet, but the top, 2 wallets here, even though it is a contract address. It's always something that, does worry me a little bit, but we'll see how that gets implemented there. But you have only 8,000 people that are holding it. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. We'll see how all of this plays out. And if we wanted to look into the use case a little bit more, it's definitely something that we will look into a little bit more. Thank you for taking a look. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I don't know what I took a look for, Kimberly. I feel like I took a look in multiple things, but I do appreciate, Gary Coin. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for, just being here. Does Luffy have an audit? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe it does. Somebody else can probably answer it a little bit better in the chat. You might be able to check it on the website to have, if it's audited. I don't know why I like their website. I like the way I don't know. I just like phones that come up, I guess. Makes me think like it's a Samsung website or something. But it has everything broken down, the ecosystem, 10 utilities combined into a single project. NFT Marketplace, Land of Kai, Crypto Academy, Multiverse Studio. Interesting. Anime Swap, Anime Dex, Anime Mask. So yeah, we'll have to look into this a little bit more, see what it's all about. No like crazy red flags within it, so that's a good thing. Currently 1/3 of the supply burned off under a year. 2 tier 1 CXX committed. A KuCoin probably listed this year. Luffy. Okay, Luffy. It's funny how it's pronounced Luffy, but you can spell out the word. Like that's not a phonetic way to spell it out, but it's just another word that actually says Luffy, and this one says Luffy, like Huffy. Now, you ever ride the Huffy bikes? Did you talk about LUNC? Yeah, I talked a lot about LUNC today. I mean, a ton. Obviously, I love talking about that position. Hi, Matthew. I found a new CEX called Terranium that came out in February 2022. They're currently licensed in the US, India, and Dubai. It's like investing in BNB or CRO. When they came out, it's huge. To tell you the truth, that's what everybody says. I've heard about Terranium. I don't even know if I checked it out. I've heard about Terranium. And it's sort of a play on words for kind of Terra. Now, if you look at it, let's see, that's billion, trillion, quadrillion. You're looking at 18 quadrillion coins that are in existence. I don't know the detail as to if they are planning to burn anything off, but total supply, you're looking at 50 quadrillion. And max supply, you're looking at 100 quadrillion. So obviously, it's a coin that's really, I guess, just getting started, in February, I guess, 2022, but I guess it's catching traction. So if I look at information here, let's go into the overview and let's look at all history. So yeah, it started in like February. I guess it's around that hype of Terra, because it's literally pronounced like it's Terra without the extra R. So yeah, it's kind of a play on words, or play on crypto, I guess. I don't know what to call it, with Terra Luna. And seeing all the hype within Terra Luna before things started to crash, and now you're seeing it at a level point, but people are starting to name this name. So I don't know what it is. You can see here someone says that it's a pure scam project. I always like to take in all information before we see that. So we have 10,000 holders within it, no address of 52. So that's probably why you have only 50 trillion or 50 quadrillion in existence. The deployer wallet of 20, you do have a larger wallet of 8.4%. That is not good. I don't like to see that. It's not horrible, but it's not good, because anything close to 10% usually means that they can devalue the entire thing at one point. So you have 10,000 people that are holding it, which is an accomplishment, but I don't see a crazy amount in it, right? And maybe you see more than me, and I may miss out on this opportunity, but I don't see it as an opportunity. And sometimes you have to find some of the red flags and just settle on if you're going to make that decision or not, if you're going to buy into it or not. And I don't think it's worth the risk, for me at least. Matt, I have way too much on exchanges. What wallet do you like? Having a problem having anyone that takes LUNC. So I actually like MetaMask. So MetaMask it's just so good for changing different networks, sending it directly. You don't have to worry about sending it to a certain type of wallet. Like if I had BNB, I don't have to send it to a BNB wallet. I could send it to this wallet here. So this is my wallet, and this is my wallet for every exchange. So if I send it to this wallet, no matter what goes over here, goes into the right network, right? So I really like MetaMask and how they're set up. And whether you're looking through a Cronos exchange, whether you're looking through BNB, but if you go through BNB or a Binance Smart Chain, it accepts LUNC. So you can bring LUNC over here. I don't know if you want to use the Terra Station wallet, but I haven't used it. I don't know. I have one, but I haven't used it yet. But I really like MetaMask. Or even Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet's good. If you're looking to move it to a regular wallet, you don't want to keep it on exchange. That makes sense. I hear where you're coming from. I feel your pain. So yeah, I like to use the individual wallets just because. Now, the problem with some of these wallets, especially on, buying a lot of Ethereum positions. So like if I'm buying, Shiba Inu or, UST, wait, what is it? USDT. There we go. I think that's what it is. If I'm buying that, then obviously those are Ethereum position CRC20, which I'm paying Ethereum prices in MetaMask. So I don't like that at all. But if you have a lot of Binance positions or, Avalanche positions or whatever you're buying in whatever network, it makes sense. I mean, you're going to pay less fees, or you're going to pay maybe a little bit more fees, or maybe less fees. I don't really know, depending on where you're coming from. But it's a good platform. I like it. I also like the DeFi wallet as well. I don't believe they accept LUNC, but I do like the DeFi wallet as well. Easy to use. So thank you for that super chat. But yeah, I've been thinking about it the whole entire time. Is like, should I go off exchanges? Because it just doesn't make sense to have all of this stuff at risk, because it seems like all these exchanges are having issues, or at least some of them are having issues. Somebody just sent another super chat. Yes, Terranium will burn. They are ready to burn 2 quads. Don't listen to people saying it's a scam. It's not. Go to their website. You'll see the team. Yeah, I mean, there's always people that are going to say that things are a scam. There's always people. And I'm not one of those people that just falls for something and says, yes, it is a scam. I invest into it if I see any of the red flags that I believe are red flags. For me, you know, anybody that's holding any regular wallet that's holding a very large percentage of that position, I consider that not as a scam, but just as a red flag for me. Something that doesn't make me invest into a position. Right? It's not based on anybody else saying, hey, this is a scam or anything. I like to take in other people's information as they say it is. If they just say, hey, it's a scam without anything, you know, without any detail, then I'm not taking that as a real comment there, as something that's fact. So don't think that I think it's a scam. Just think that I don't believe it has as much potential as some other people think. So, and that's just looking at it, you know, at a 10,000 foot view for 5 seconds, right? So eventually, you know, maybe we'll get into it a little bit more, but yeah. Terranium released its Terrapole launch pad today. Team is doxed, people calling it a scam or haters. 10K holders was a milestone. They promised 2 burns, 1 quad at 10K. They ended up burning 2 quad. Well, again, that's amazing. Is that coming from the deployer wallet? Is that where that would be coming from? Because it has to come from somewhere. And I would imagine that all of those are set up for burns. And there may be a point to where a lot of that is not even like released, right? If you have 19 quadrillion, you're still getting to a point to where 1 quadrillion is still quite a bit. So even if one wallet or any wallets hold 1 quadrillion or even close to that, which you have a lot that's holding about 13%, not 13%, 0.13%, which is billion, basically 139 billion total. That's definitely why are there so many wallets that are holding the same amount? Like very close to the same amount. Why are there so many wallets? Are they given to people are these influencers or something that are given 139 quadrillion or something? Or sorry, not quadrillion. You know, billion. Is that billion or is that trillion? That might be trillion. Million, billion. Yeah, that's 139 trillion. That's a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, it definitely gets interesting as they burn off more, and you see all of these wallets probably end up selling quite a bit as time goes on. That wouldn't be good. I don't know. I'm not gonna say a bunch of crazy negative things about this position. I just always am skeptical about certain things. I always like to play devil's advocate in every single situation, whether you're talking positively about a position or negatively about a position. I'll say, if you go, oh, this position sucks, I'm like, well, I don't know if it really sucks. Let's look at this. So giving you every single visual that you need for a lot of these cryptocurrencies, which is good because you want to look at both sides. If you don't look at both sides, you have tunnel vision. You have to look at both sides every single time. Thank you for that super chat, though. Digital investors or digital investor. I never understood MetaMask. Yeah, MetaMask is great. I like it. If you use it, you can attach it to your desktop, or not desktop, your browser as an extension. And I mean, it's very easy to use. Very easy. You have this one address that you send everything to, and you have no issues. Like I've had zero issue sending it to MetaMask or sending from MetaMask. The only issue that I had was with the Ethereum network, to where things just cost too much. There's so many comments here. Hey Matt, did you already comment about what CZ said about LUNC Burn? What, saying that he supports the 1.2%? I've commented about that, yes. I've made a video on it. So yeah, I like the fact that he said he supports the 1.2%. I don't like the fact that he was so confused about it. He should know what it means. I mean, anybody can break that down and know exactly what the proposal means. He made it seem like he had no visual on it and that he was just hearing about it that day. Like, what? You know what it means, man. Do you think Shiba is dead since the devs moved on and they are using the SHIB name to fatten their pockets and don't help burns? Do I think SHIB is dead? No. I think SHIB will always have some value to it, even if nothing happened. Like if we didn't decide to implement anything, which we do have things that are being implemented, you know, where it comes to different games, when it comes to you know, maybe burn coins, when it comes to NFTs and it comes to different stuff like that. We have things that are being implemented. However, it's not as strong as what the ecosystem dev team, I was going to say just dev team, but the ecosystem dev team are doing. So they're building all of these things, but we are very hopeful that they will tie SHIB to it in some way. And that's what a lot of people are banking on. You know, obviously we want to see things move faster than they are moving, because we haven't even burned $1 trillion yet, and it's been over a year, right? It's too much. It's too much time. If it's been over a year, that means it'll take us like 6,000 years in order to burn off Shiba Inu, which it'll go to generation to generation to generation. And by that time, before the end of 10 years, I think, if we're not seeing trillions that are burned off, and I mean like hundreds of trillions that are burned off, I don't think, you know, I think it will lose a lot of its value, will lose a lot of hype around it, because I mean, what's really the point? People are in it for a wealth builder, right? Something that's going to give them wealth that, you know, can make them financially free. And if that doesn't happen, you know, what are we going to do about it? Like, how are we going to get to that point? And I mean, the people that we're looking for to do it are, you know, the ecosystem devs. And if they build something, they have 3.3 million people that are following on Twitter. 3.3 million people that are following on Twitter. That's not the Shiba Inu Twitter account, is not the Shiba Inu Twitter account for just the person that created Shiba Inu, because obviously people will be able to find out who created that and find out some really detailed information about that person, or those people, as some people would say. So it's still the ecosystem dev team that's controlling that, right? And you do have multiple different SHIB accounts, fan accounts, all that type of stuff that have hundreds of thousands of followers as well. But the point is that we need to find a community or build a community that cares about SHIB and not the whatever ecosystem they're building, right? Things, what I care about. Like I care about Shiba Inu and building everything to help Shiba Inu. Anything that needs to be built through the community that we have in the ecosystem or in the Discord group, the description, or it's in the description. If you want to join that, the link is there. Anything that we build through there needs to support Shiba Inu. And if it doesn't, then we're not going to support that as well, right? I don't support Bone and Leash because it doesn't tie to Shiba Inu, no matter how much they say. I may support a couple of things if you can buy with Shiba Inu, but that's pretty much it. Guys, is there a way that we can get to 550 likes? If we can get to 550 likes with 540 people, that would be amazing. I don't know how it would happen, but if we can get to 550 likes, you know, I will be very happy, and I'll give you a thumbs up. It'll be a different thumbs up than this one. Maybe it'll be 2. And that's why I respect your opinion. a lot, fam. You stay in the neutral when looking into things. Thank you for saying that. That's what I try and do. Wow, 558 likes. Jesus, thank you guys. You see, you guys are amazing. I I got the best crowd, the best people that are watching, the best subscribers, best members. Just so many great people here. I appreciate you guys so much. Like you hit the like button more than anybody. I was talking to well, I said something in Claybro's stream. I showed him in a stream one time. I think last week. It was like Friday or something. Might have been Thursday. I don't know. But I was talking to him and be like, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to get people to hit the like button. But you guys are definitely showing that that is not true. You guys hit the like button, and you help the channel out a lot. Is there a chance Tectonic does a burn? Is there a chance? I mean, there could be a chance that they do a burn, but I mean, Tectonic has 70 to 80% of the supply in the top 8 wallets, so it's going to be tough to see that. I mean, most of them are in like, what is it, foundations and different deployers and all this other stuff. So let's check it out real quick. So yeah, I know they have a bunch that's in like the top 8 wallets. You have 28 or almost 29,000 people that are holding the position. So Tectonic Socket, Timeline, or sorry, Time Lock Team Vesting, Community Fund, Ecosystem Development and Reserve, Staking Pool. So is there a chance? I don't know. I would say yes, there's a chance, but it's definitely something that I looked at that's very difficult to see any type of promise in when you have so much of the supply in these areas that can be used, like spent, because no matter what, they're using it for something. So if it's a community fund or team vesting or whatever, you can end up using that and selling it so that you get whatever you need. Especially like if you're looking at a foundation or something, you spend that money in order to fund the foundation, and you're spending the money, you're spending the coins, which means that you are decreasing the price. So I don't know. I would say there's a chance. There's always a chance, but I would say it's probably less likely with how much is in the top like 8 wallets. Still the most trusted man in America. Thank you for saying that. 600 likes, guys, with only 500 viewers. I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. I understand there's like thousands of views, but I do appreciate you getting me to 600 likes. If Shib runs an offer on a platform where they drop 1 million coins into 1K accounts with the options to either match the 1 million and buying into Shib or hitting a burn button, would that be any help? If Shib runs an offer to where on a platform, so Shib wouldn't be able to do that. If anything came from investing into a position, let's say you buying 1 million Shib and they match 1 million Shib, that would have to come from the exchange, because Shib cannot be changed. You can't change the code. You can't change anything within there, and you're not going to be able to add that to like add taxes or add or even see where that's coming from. Right. So it would have to come from the exchange in order to do something like that. But yeah, if we had something to where it's like they had a game, let's say a game, whatever, you put in 1 million Shib in order to play the game or whatever, and you link your wallet, and whatever happens as you do win games or whatever, you gain Shiba Inu, but you don't only gain the Shiba Inu from the pot that's generated there. You also gain from, let's say, the revenue that comes out of the game or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to figure some things out, but there's always things that can be created. It's just whether we have the people to create it. For people like the ecosystem devs, they have so many pieces and so much money to throw at people to create something if they wanted to. But the things that they're creating are not benefiting Shib. They're just benefiting their pockets to create something again. right? They can hold a lot of bone, and when they do hold a lot of bone, a lot of times these people that are a part of these breeds and different ecosystems there are getting paid in the cryptocurrency that they have, or getting paid in a certain outcome of, let's say, metaverse lands, or you know, different NFTs or whatever, right? They're getting paid in a certain way. And when they are getting paid in that way, they want to make sure that those things increase in value as well. So it's definitely difficult, like, to think about Shiba Inu and the future of Shiba Inu, because it gets stressful, because I'm like, why are they not doing something to help out Shiba Inu? Why are they not adding to the use case? Like, why? There should be so many things that you end up creating to help out Shiba Inu, but it's not happening, right? If you're saying that SHIB is king, and you're, bringing everything else and saying bone needs to be the gas fees, and not talking about the burning that's happening, you just release the burn portal, and don't even give out rewards for people that are burning Shiba Inu, which makes people less likely to burn Shiba Inu. It makes no sense to me. And it just pisses me off, and pisses a lot of other people off. And then they can come out and say, oh, well, you know what? Bone is the future. And then a lot of people that truly just believe in bone are trying to shut people down or shut people up. Like, hey, just shut up with Shiba Inu. It's all about bone. It's all about leash. It's like, really? Is it though? 1.2 million holders within SHIB, and it's all about bone. It's all about leash. I don't know. I would say no, but some people would say yes. What's going on with LUNC? What's your prediction, and how long till 1 cent or $1? So, or 10 cents you're talking about. So, I'm definitely looking at a situation where things get implemented within, obviously, the next like month or so, when it comes to the burns and everything. Now, if that does happen, and we have maybe another use case within it, because right now we have like Starship Universe that's a part of that, we could see 10 cents happen. So let me see where my chart is here. So if we're looking at the current supply of 6.5 trillion, right? Technically total of 6.9 or 7 trillion, and we find a way to get to 10 cents, right? 10 cents will be 650 billion. So if we could find a way to shave off that 6 trillion there, right? And it doesn't go to 6 trillion. Let me go ahead and just copy all of this and leave this as paste special. So I'm tired of trying to adjust that. Let's say it goes from 6 trillion to 900 billion. Well, 10 cents will now 10 cents will now be worth like 90 billion at that point, if we can burn off all of the trillions that are there. Let's say we get to 90 billion or 900 billion there. Yeah, 900 billion supply. That would be a $90 billion market cap. Well, we need to get a lot lower. I think 10 billion is somewhere where I think we can settle. So if we can find a way to get to a $10 billion market cap, that's always great. So it would have to be 100 billion that we get to in order to get to a $10 billion market cap where we can settle. Now, this is all depending if we can see consolidation and more of a bull run there, because then we'll start to see everything be implemented with Terra Luna, and we'll see the volume that's going through it, which means that we can burn off a lot more quicker. So when I say a lot more, I mean a lot more faster, right? We can burn off a lot more in a faster period of time, not a lot more quicker as in saying like more quicker. You know what I mean? So 100 billion would be the point that we want to get to in order to get to 10 cents, because a $10 billion market cap I think is a great point. But if we can burn off a lot faster and we can get to that $10 billion mark before the end of the year, well, now we can easily get to 1 penny, because that'll be a $1 billion market cap, which is where we are right now. So at least to 10 cents, I believe. If we are burning off the supply to 10 billion, we will at least get to 10 cents at a $1 billion market cap. Can it get to a $10 billion market cap here? Yes, it can. But let's push for something smaller, right? We're looking for 10 cents. We're looking for 5 cents. We're looking for those levels there. So can it get there? I believe so. And we'll just have to wait and see. But I believe before the end of this year, as long as we are seeing everything implemented the way that it should be, that's my timeline. So short term, definitely. But, well, short term, there's a definite possibility. Long term, I think it's definitely going to happen within the next year. It will take time for Shiba to get to a decent price for a coin that's been around for 2 years, while Doge has been around for 9. Patience is king. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Doge, though, I think, Doge is different because the people that are behind it. You know, if they're deciding to change something or do something or whatever, they can announce this. For Shiba Inu, it's all based on the community, what the community wants to build. If we build something aggressive that could burn off Shiba Inu, that could create a use case, then it's good for the community. But we have to really take our time to be able to build something like that. And I hope that we can build a larger community to focus on things like that for Shiba Inu. And yes, in 9 years, maybe we do have 1 million or 2 million people in the Discord group and people that are leading it, because I don't want to be the one person that leads it. I want many people in the community to lead this thing, right? If they truly want SHIB to grow to a higher level, this Discord group that we have, the Shiba Inu Discord group, though, I can't sit here and, comment all the time. I can respond to people because I get a lot of DMs, and that takes up most of my time because it's like constant conversations, like back and forth. So it's not just like, oh, I get a DM and then I send something and then it's over. It's usually a DM. I send something and then I send something back and I send something back and they send something back. And most likely I'm probably not communicating after that because I'll be dealing with the kids or doing something else. So I would like to have multiple leaders within that group. And I don't just mean admin. I mean people that are community leaders, because I do have a Discord group here, and it's the Shiba Inu community, which the link should be in the description, I'm pretty sure. And there's 2,220 people here or so, and we would like to have a lot more. And the only person that is a community leader, I believe there's 2. There's me and there's somebody else. Can't remember who it is. But it's me and there's somebody else. And I also want to include different burn partners and have a ton of different things and have them have the ability to change things here, not just sit on it and watch it. I would like to have them talk about things, announce things, all of that stuff, right? There needs to be more people within this community that are developers, that create games, that just build things for Shiba Inu. And I think throughout time, maybe in 9 years we can get to that point. But I want that in the next year. I would love for this to hit 100,000 or 200,000 members, and have massive amount of support from the Shiba Inu community, so that we can push something that benefits Shiba Inu, because that's all I care about, is benefiting Shiba Inu through this community. It's not benefiting Bone. It's not benefiting Leash. Now, if we create something that's a different coin that burns off Shiba Inu, or that creates a use case for Shiba Inu where you buy Shiba Inu from it, and yes, we'll be happy to do that. And you'll probably support that coin as well as Shiba Inu, but nothing takes priority over SHIB in this community, right? Nothing. I don't care what's created. It doesn't matter what it is. We're not going to say, oh, we're going to get this to $1 billion. Okay, we can get that to $1 billion in price, but Shiba Inu needs to benefit a hell of a lot from it, right? So it's not about that position that we're investing in. It's not about that use case that we're creating for that new coin. It's about what we can create for Shiba Inu throughout this community. And it always has to funnel back to it. No matter how much we find a way to go on a different path in a way, and not intentionally, but we go on a different path accidentally. And we want to find a way to bring us back to just Shiba Inu there. You know? Does that make sense? So if you want to join this Discord group, definitely join it. The link is in the description. And we want to bring on more community leaders, which should be people that have a voice, or people that have development skills, or people that are creating something to benefit Shiba Inu and actually are very transparent. We want to know who you are, what you're doing with those things, and why you invested in the Shiba Inu community and all that stuff. We want to make sure that everybody a part of this community, everybody that's leading this community, knows that it's about the people that are here and not about you, right? It's about Shiba Inu, the position, and not about you, right? That's what we need to care about. So if you want to join the Discord group. Link should be in the description. I don't really 100% know, but I'll check it out. I'll check it out now. Yeah, link it's the first link in the description. We almost have 650 likes with less than 500 people that are here. I have skills in posting GIFs. That's good as well. If you want to use those skills for posting GIFs in, I think, like memes and stuff, and you can post anything you want in the meme section or off-topic situations, off-topic conversations. Let's just find a way to build up this community. And if anybody has anybody that's leading, anybody that's an admin has anything that they want to add to certain places that would be interesting to people, we can definitely do that. Obviously we have a lot in recent burns that come straight from Shib burn. I wanted to invite them to the Discord group as well. I know they have 200,000+ followers on Twitter, and I just want to make this community about Shiba Inu. That's all I care about. Whether you believe that certain methods are better than others when it comes to burning, if you believe that certain methods are better than others when it comes to utility, I don't care, right? We just need to all support each other and say that this does burn, this does support, this does do that. You know what I mean? And eventually we'll get off track, and there will be people that will come in here and say, F Shib, I really don't like it, all that stuff. And, obviously it doesn't make sense why they're even in the Discord group, but yeah, join the Discord group, guys. The last tweets from CZ were basically criticizing the burn tax. Check it out. HCC talked about it too. All right. We will. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Let me type in Twitter over here. What did he say? So CZ. There we go. Let's see. That was 20 hours ago. 20 years ago. No, that's 4th of July. 22nd. Best way to kill passion is micromanage in office. Okay. Because the government developer wrote a tech, accidentally includes credentials, 1 billion records of private citizens. Okay, that's not it. July 4th. No. I don't see anything. July 3rd. Third of our intelligence, 1 billion residents. Records selling in the dark, including the name, address, national. Okay. I still don't see anything for it. Yeah, I still don't see anything for it. So I would probably have to look a little bit more. I don't want to waste time, because he obviously tweets a lot. Yeah, he obviously tweets a lot. I'll have to look into that a little bit more, because I may be missing it, and it may be a response to people or something, or a reply that I'm not 100%. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But We have 450 people here, and we were at 650 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. I hope you guys had a good 4th of July. I did. It was very busy. We did something every single day. um, on Saturday, we drove like 2.5 hours. Well, a total of 5 hours, so 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back in a day, and go to her family's house, and that was fun to be up there and eat some good food and watch Harper swim in a lake and all this stuff. Obviously with a life jacket on and everything, but she had fun, had a lot of fun. Um, then we went to a friend's house, and we went to more family's house, and it was just a lot. I was very tired. I took a lot of those quick naps. I don't know if anybody has ever done those, like, I think military style like naps where you put your feet up and you lay, like, say you put your feet up on the couch and you lay down on the floor. I've done that like 5 times. Erica says it's a placebo, which I don't know, maybe it is, but I've done it 5 times and I feel refreshed every single time I do it. I only sleep for like 20 minutes. And have you ever woken up from like a 3-hour nap and still felt tired? Like, I've done that plenty of times where I slept in the most comfortable place, my bed with a fan on. It felt great. But then when I woke up, I was insanely tired still. Like, I can go back to sleep and just sleep through the night. Um, but when I wake up from this, put my feet up, sleep on the floor, um, I can sleep for 15 minutes and I feel more refreshed than if I slept for 8 hours. It's crazy. I don't know why it works, but it does. So if you ever need to take a nap, seriously, it may seem weird. Just put your feet up on the couch, lay on the floor, lay on your back on the floor, put your feet up on the couch, and just keep your feet elevated there and just try and go to sleep for 15 minutes. I guarantee when you wake up, you're going to be like, wow. Like, I was so tired at, like, I think, what was it? Like 11 o'clock. Did that to 11:15, and pretty much was good. I hope you're having a great day. You made a video on Bally's NFTs. Are you in their Discord? Should pop in and get up to date with a lot of news and stuff upcoming in the next 2 months or next month or two. I definitely should. I was in their Discord, but I was getting a lot of notifications from there, and I'm always getting a lot of notifications from the Discords that I am a part of or leading, and it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot to deal with. And no offense to people that are commenting, like, go ahead and comment and do all of that. But it's a lot of notifications that I end up getting from there. Um, Especially when Bally's like first got introduced, there was so much. Yeah, I was a part of that Discord group. I haven't been up to date probably in like it's been like 2 weeks, because the 2 weeks ago is when I had stopped being a part of the server, so I should probably go back in and see what's going on with a couple of announcements. But what I need to do is get the announcements and then delete the server and then join the server, time and time again, because there's just too much. That's awesome, Matt. I might have to try that out. I wake up tired every day. We had a Canada Day here Saturday. Good long weekend for everyone. Well, that's great. That's great. He finally answers 2 followers. He answered to followers behaving like he had no clue about how crypto works. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. It seems like, why would you take that route? Like, you don't know how crypto works. He did that in the interview that we saw, and the video that I posted was just like, yeah, I don't know what they're planning on doing. What are they going to do? This, or this? They clearly laid it out, laid everything out in the proposal, and it's very simple. So yeah, I don't understand. So I guess he did respond to followers. I'll have to check it out and see what that's all about, and then maybe make a video about it. So we'll see. When do you go to the gym? So I used to go to the gym around 1. But now a lot of times I go to the gym in my garage because I have a garage gym, but it's just not the same. Like when I go to the gym, I know I'm there for one specific reason. When I'm at home, I have so many things that I can do. And sometimes I default to, making more videos or, streaming a video game or something like that. And, or just playing a video game. And I feel like I should be working out at that time. But when I'm at home, it's so difficult to stay focused on doing that. Like if I did that for a living, I did that for like maybe a YouTube channel or something, I think I would probably do it a lot more. But since I don't, that's where it's difficult because it's like, oh, well, I could be working out or I could be making a little bit more revenue or finding another passive income strategy or whatever, right? There's so many different options that you can do by sitting here on this computer. And I think this is why you see a lot of YouTubers that kind of put on some weight. And the reason why they put on weight is because they always find another route to record something or another route to help out somebody or whatever, right? There's, especially in the finance niche, right? There's a lot of people that, especially, I'm not saying that Meet Kevin gained any weight because I don't think he did. I haven't focused on that, but he posts a lot of videos a day, and you always see a different way to post more content, and not just for your benefit, but also to help out other people to see what they think about this, and then also help you out again because you're getting a second opinion on the investment that you're talking about doing, right? So, or investing in. Here it doesn't let me post it. Oh yeah, it won't let you post the link. You only admin and what is it called? Moderators. There we go. Can post the link. I just got a notification on my phone. It went dead last night, but I'm gonna watch again for sure what I missed. Yeah, well, thank you for being here. Even just showing up right now, I greatly appreciate it. I really do like when people come here and just comment, anything. I know there are people that are rude, and I'm even okay with those comments to an extent. I just appreciate people being here and watching me and listening to what I have to say, because again, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't have the absolute most amazing investing strategy. There are other people that have better investing strategies, and some people that I learn from. So I appreciate you guys being here, just because I'm very transparent with you guys. So me, Kevin did look like he put on weight. Yeah. So I mean, pretty much every YouTuber, like we sit here and we think about different videos, record different videos, and it's all about, like work. It's all about doing this, and I like doing it. That's why I want to continue to do it, because one, it's surprising to me that I'm gaining money from something that I absolutely love to talk about and love to do. Like I talk about stocks and crypto and all of that so much that people just don't like hearing about it. People just don't like investing in certain things. But when someone asks me about something, I can talk for hours. I can literally talk to them for hours about what the market's going to do and the speculation behind it, because it's all speculation. It's all a gamble in a way, but it's just more of an educated way of gambling, I guess. Could you go over CRO, SHIB, and LUNC briefly? I'm here kind of late. Sorry. So yeah, I just went over, I think there were a lot of questions about, not about CRO too much, but definitely LUNC and SHIB, really focusing on, Shiberium, when Shiberium's going to launch. And we don't really know the detail of when Shiberium's going to launch. We just hope somewhere between September and the end of the year. But we want to see how that's going to affect Shiba Inu's price, which I think it will affect it a little bit until people start to realize, hey, this doesn't really help out Shiba Inu too much. So then we're not going to see a massive effect from it. But they're going to keep focusing on the positions that they have, that they've made, that they've created and launched and love. And we're going to be focusing on Shiba Inu. So we're going to see this is probably going to be the final like nail in the coffin if they don't implement something to help Shib. For LUNC, obviously LUNC has decreased in price. There are people that are believing that, or some people, maybe one, that, that are believing that UST really leads the way over LUNC, even though LUNC has more of the popularity. It seems like UST is making a decent move percentage-wise, and that LUNC is really following percentage-wise after that, which it sort of makes sense because UST would get depegged and then LUNC would react to it, right? And that's exactly what we would see now. If they ended up tying the algorithm back, then UST would depeg or decrease and LUNC would react to it. It's just how it goes. So I guess I'm starting to think that as well. But yeah, we didn't have much on CRO today. I don't think CRO really made any type of moves. Still invested in CRO, still have 63,000. I'm actually thinking about starting to collect passive income rather than restaking the position. I'm just going to collect it and then put it aside. And then whenever it gets to a position, a point to where I want to take it out, I can take it out and change it to a stable coin or something like that. So if it gets to a level of 40 cents, I will take everything that I gain and I'll put it aside every single day. I'll take my CRO and throw it aside, and hopefully I can gain like $100 a day. That would be amazing from CRO, but not right now. I don't think. I honestly think the 88 million SHIB won't make me much. Hard to believe it will go to a penny. Yeah, it's definitely tough to see when you don't have things that are implemented to burn a lot of coins, right? There's nothing right now that's implemented to burn a ton of coins. Things that have potential, things that were created by the community, but nothing that's here right now that can burn a lot of coins, right? We know that burn coins can technically burn a lot. It has the potential, but it's not doing it now. The burn portal, it's not implemented. It's not something that happens automatically, and it's something that you have to choose to do. When it comes to renaming things, it's something you choose to do. If it was a transaction-based thing, then it's not something that you choose to do, really. It's you're buying it and you choose to accept that there is a burn rate associated with it. But that's it. Like, you're buying the coin because you want to buy the coin. You're selling the coin because you want to sell the coin. And you're burning off a certain portion. I got in CRO and Algo. I get 5.75% APY. I can't seem to do it on Algo. Any help would be nice. You can't seem to do it on Algo, so you're gonna get 5%. Sorry, actually, let me go back. Assets and go to interest earns. So you're gonna see that you're gonna get 5% here. So if I click into here, if I look at here, you're gonna see that you're gonna get 5.75%, and then you'll see that increase as time goes on. So it's not going to be something that automatically implements as soon as you buy it. It's going to be added to it, but you're not going to gain any APY and probably until like the second day or third day or something. So yeah. All right, I need some food. I was going to stay on here until about 10, but I need some food. I'm starving. Absolutely starving. All right. How much CRO do I have? I have 63,000. So I'm hoping that I can gain passive income. The way that I gain passive income with CRO is I have it staked on the DeFi wallet, and right now I gain 12% on the DeFi wallet. So if I have 100,000 in there, I'll gain another 12,000 coins throughout the year, and whatever those coins end up being worth, I'll end up pocketing that. But what I'll keep doing is no matter what they are worth, I will pocket it and keep taking from that, because I've only invested. I might have invested more than that. I personally invested somewhere around no, it was a lot more than that. It might have been like 15,000. It turned to 15,000. So my cost basis was a lot lower. It increased to 50 cents. I can't remember exactly how much I invested. It has to be less than 10,000. Even the new 4,000 that I put in there was money that was made from Luna. So I took, or LUNC, well, it was Luna at the time. So That 4,000, yes, I'll count that as extra money. So let's say 14,000 I invested into CRO in order to get to that point. And now I think it's worth a lot less because it decreased down quite a bit from where I held 15,000 worth. It decreased down to probably being somewhere around, I don't know, 12,000 that I hold, $12,000 worth. 700 likes. That's a good place to end here. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for for more videos like this one. Also, I'll post more videos with a lot of comments that I've read here. Really great comments, really great insights that you guys have. You guys are literally the best viewers, the best subscribers, the best members, the best moderators. You are amazing. The fact that I have 709 likes with a max viewership of like 600 people, I will take that any day. You guys are absolutely amazing. Yeah, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, there are a lot of people that don't subscribe. But either way, you guys do everything that a subscriber should do, by liking the videos, by commenting, creating engagement, all of that stuff, whether you are subscribed or not. I appreciate you guys so much. But if you want to, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, at PerryAK, you can follow me over here and, at me with some stuff. That's always great. What DeFi is paying a percentage? So it's the DeFi wallet, the CRO DeFi wallet. Literally, if you, sorry, let me bring this up really quick before I leave. Sorry, I always like to help people out. That's what this is all about, right? So let me bring up crypto.com. If you go to crypto.com and you go to products, right? Go back to products. You can see the DeFi wallet here. And you'll see that here it says it offers up to 10%. But if you go in the DeFi wallet right now, it still shows you 12% and 11%. So type it in your app store and you'll find it. So that's how you can make passive income. You literally just stake it in there. And once you hit go into crypto earn and you earn 10% or 12% on your CRO, you can collect that every single day. I wish I could show you my phone to show you how that looks, but maybe I'll get that attachment sometime soon. But I'm going to get out of here. Where's your Shiba Inu? It's in crypto.com. Crypto.com, I hold 400 million over there. Well, it's staked in 2 different places. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here before all of these freaking comments come through for best adulting date site. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video.